Again, I think for a lot of students, the problem with this is understanding the question. So I'm going to read it to you. It says, find the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate of the point P, where the tangent line to the graph, they give me the graph, by the way. And before I do anything, I want to tell you what the point is. Looking at this thing, the point is going to be x, and then it's going to be the y-coordinate. I'm looking at this equation here. It's on the curve, is going to be 6 cosine of x. All right, I know that much. Now, what else do I know? I know the slope of this line, right, is tangent to that curve. So what I want to do is I want to figure out the slope of the tangent. Let's write this over here. So you get f of x is 6 cosine of x. This is not Newton's method at this point. I'm just trying to figure out what the equation I got to write down. What's it going to be? Minus 6 sine of x. Relatively simple. So what's the slope going to be? Minus 6 sine of x. I know that much. All right, so someone says, what do you do now? I mean, how do you write that down? I'm going to start to erase, though. And someone says, why are you erasing? I'm erasing this. I do want to know the point, and I do want to know the slope, and that's all been done for me. What I'm looking at, though, is the line, and I want to put the slope down for the line, all right? The slope for that line. What's the slope of that line? Well, if you look at it, again, you may want to read that. It says, find the x-coordinate and y-coordinate of the point P in the figure. I see that where the tangent line to the graph passes through the origin. So this point over here is 0, 0. I'm going to write the slope down. This point, that point. Let's write that down. So 6 cosine of x minus 0 over x minus 0. What do you get there? 6 cosine of x over x. Yep, this is tough. All right, so someone says, what does this give us? What I know now is I know that this thing here is equal to this thing here for some x, all right? So what I want to do is I want to write that down. And let me put that over here. So 6 cosine of x over x is equal to minus 6 sine of x. This is the thing I'm trying to solve for x. I'm looking at the picture, though. Someone says, why do you look at the picture? It allows me to look up here in a nice looking picture over here, and I got a guess for this. It's between 2 and 3. I know that much about it. I know the solution to that problem is somewhere between 2 and 3, certainly closer to 3. Now, someone says, I have no idea how to make a guess with that. You don't have to make a perfect guess at it. You could say, like, maybe it's 2.8. Somebody might say it's 2.7, whatever. You make a guess at it, all right? So what I want to do is write down, I got to take this equation here, and I got to solve for 0. Let me divide both sides by 6 and multiply both sides by x. Again, I'm dividing by 6 and I'm multiplying by x. What do you get? X. Whoops, sorry about that. Made a mistake. I'm dividing by 6 and multiplying by x. So it's minus x sine x. I need to solve that for 0 because we're looking for the root. What do you get over here? Cosine x plus x sine x. This is f of x. Let's write down the derivative, which is going to be f prime. Let me write f of x on this side, by the way. It is going to be minus sine of x. That was easy. What goes next? The derivative of that product. So it's going to be, the derivative of x is going to be 1 times sine x. And then it's going to be plus x times derivative of sine, which is cosine x. All right? I want to neaten it up a little bit. And I'm going to say f of x is equal to, cosine x plus x sine x. Let me see if I copied that right. I did. And f prime, I just did that. And what's nice about that, the signs disappear and left off with x cosine x. All right? So what do you do here? Again, make a guess. Again, when I do this over here, someone says, where'd these come from? I'm using basically, a computer that has some sense of precision to it, and it kind of gives me an estimate of this over here. But again, I need to use Newton's method. So I will post a video of me doing this, setting x equal to and I'll use the number that I'm providing here, 2.798. And what I'll do now is, on a computer, this is x naught, by the way. I will actually type in that x1 would equal, what does it equal? X naught minus f of x naught. I'd have to plug it in here. Yeah, not so easy. Divide by f prime of x naught. And you'll see me do that, and I will post the video. You'll see me put a video up there. And there'll be a link in the actual key. Thank you.